Fallout 4 is a game rated M by the ESRB. Hello and welcome back to more Stephen Plays Fallout 4. On the last episode, we've returned to this hotel. I forget what this hotel is actually called. What's it called? Does it have a name? It has a name, right? It's like Cliff's Edge? Cliff's Edge Hotel. We had been here earlier in Far Harbor. In fact, it was one of the first things we did. We stumbled across it, shot our way through it, and now we're back because there's a mission, there's a quest associated with it. It's actually been kind of demoted to a miscellaneous quest. Follow Pearl, which is one of the robots' names, through the Cliff's Edge Hotel. So that's what we're doing. We're making our way back through this thing again, killing people again. But this time we have Nick Valentine with us. Actually, no, he was with us the first time too. Wow, Nick, this must be getting really old for you. We dumped... dump is really a bad word. We dumped... oh, hey, look, it's money. We dumped old Longfellow back at his house. We just kind of left him there, simply for the fact that we were worried about what we should do with the Children of Adam quests, and you guys spoke, and it made a lot of sense. You said, don't take him with you. Don't take him with you to the Children of Adam quest because he'll hate him. Instead, take him back to the mainland. And I was like, huh, yeah, we could do that. So actually, we're going to complete this quest. I don't know how long this is going to take, but then I think that we're actually going to go back to the Commonwealth and work with Longfellow for a little bit. And I think that'll be the plan. So this is it. This is where I was before.
This elevator leads to the exclusive area of the hotel. You should feel quite privileged that they will be allowing you in. After you, the elevator is right there.
Okay. And I've been here before. I didn't find anything the first time that I can recall. So I doubt there'd be anything now. I mean, there's some bottles, but that's not the actual alcohol. And Longfellow's not with me, so I am gonna try. I'm gonna try and succumb to peer pressure just a little bit more often. Drink in front of Longfellow just a little bit more often. All right, elevator. You coming too, Nick? You'll find a way. All right, so we're heading down, presumably into the vault, which is really cool. It's interesting that Pearl refers to this as like the exclusive area.
You all right, Nick?
I wouldn't normally bother you with this sort of thing, but well, I know I can trust you.
Did you want to chat? We're kind of busy.
Hey.
Do something for you? Any chance you got a second now?
Yeah, it's fine.
You all right, Nick?
I wouldn't normally bother you with this sort of thing, but, well, I know I can trust you at this point. For as long as I can remember, I've been getting these, flashes. Memories of places I've never been. Things I've never seen. Memories of Nicks. They're not bad, they're just this inescapable reminder that I'm not the person I think I am. That I'm not a person at all. I'm just a machine, pretending to be human.
What kind of memories?
Everything. Old cases, old loves. I found myself running background on cases only to realize everyone involved's been dead for 200 years. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm in Nick's debt. These memories, they've kept me alive. Nick was a hell of a cop. A guy with good instincts and a good heart. I always counted myself lucky they didn't load me up with some ex-con, or whatever type might volunteer to let folks tinker with their gray matter. But it's thanks to Nick that I pass for human. Why I get to live cushy in Diamond City, and every other synth is shot on sight. I know I got it good, but my entire life I owe to Nick. Everything that makes me who I am. My judgment, my speech, hell, even my name. They're his. And I can't do a damn thing about it, because without them, I'm nothing. A shell. All I want is a life where I have something I can call my own.
You've already built a life for yourself, Nick. You've got the agency, a home, friends.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You know, I'm just gonna need some time to think on this. I appreciate you hearing me out. You're a real good friend. Thanks.
Oh, we had a chat in an elevator, which is probably not the most convenient thing, but we did what we had to do.
There is this chunk of Nick Valentine history I've been hoping to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
What kind of history are we talking here?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath the sub-shop he used as a headquarters.
An evil king in a sub-shop? Does a meatball monster show up at some point?
Yeah, from what I've heard, the pastrami golem is the one you really have to watch out for. Anyway, if you're done being a wise ass, the story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
You don't mean to tell me he used that radiation to...
That's right. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul, 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one. And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter, safe and sound, ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
I don't get it, Nick. Why kill Eddie Winter, even if he is still alive? This sounds like some kind of vendetta.
I've got memories of a girl. My girl. They're not really my memories, I know that. They're Nick's. But the girl, she was real. She was beautiful and innocent, and Winter killed her. Now he's got to pay the price. So, knowing that, are you in?
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get Winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to, including one of Winter's. I managed to snatch from the Cambridge police evidence lockup before getting swarmed by ferals. My gut tells me the Boston police evidence terminals are the key to cracking this one. It's probably worth paying a visit to any of the departments you might have stumbled across.
Well, that was a lot of dialogue, although it does explain the Eddie Winter holotapes that we've picked up in the past. Long time coming. Find Eddie Winter's holotapes. Nick asked for my help in recovering 10 holotapes belonging to Eddie Winter. He thinks the Commonwealth's police evidence terminal should be able to point me towards the tapes, which we're probably not going to do anytime soon, but, you know, at least we have it. We also have a miscellaneous thing. Eddie Winter case notes. Yeah, let's see what this says. Self-inflicted ghoul, criminal kingpin, 200 plus years old. Offenses too many to count. Underground bunker, Andrew Station, sealed with a 10-digit code. The holotapes hold the key to Winter's bunker. Each tape has one piece of the code. 10 tapes total, 9 left. Cambridge Police Evidence Terminal, best lead for finding other tapes. Possible remaining holotape locations. And then it lists a few. Neat. Neat. We actually have, I guess, 2 of them? Oh, this one's a different one. Interesting. Huh. Oh wait, that's Earl Sterling. That might be why. So we have 0, 1, and 8. But once again, we'll get there later. Let's actually begin this episode, huh? That seems like a wise thing. We got some nice towels.
Speak to Maxwell. Go ahead and activate the control panel there.
Okay. Now I know we're in a vault, and I'm going to be checking out that vault momentarily, but there might be some good stuff in here. A comfy pillow, right? That's... So, oh, there's ammo. A chef hat, which we already have. Bobby pin. Ammo. Potato crisps. Oh man, a Ushanka hat.
Building a collection or something?
Oh my god, Valentine, listen. I've had old Longfellow with me, and he doesn't complain about nothing. He loves being with me. He's a great guy. A little older, well... Is he older than you or not older than you? I don't know. You're technically like 200 years old, right? I guess it's not exactly the same thing. Wrench. Yeah, take this. Sure. Sure. Alright, let's do this thing. I don't exactly know how this is gonna go down, but, guess I have to be the one to do it. Weird, there's all these little notes and stuff everywhere. Alright, I've done this before, I can do it again.
Greetings! Welcome to Vault 118, your home away from home, underground. Are you the detective we sent for?
It's me, Pearl. I've returned with the investigator.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay. Investigator? That seems weird.
Oh, well. This place just got a little more interesting.
Yeah, I see now why, people may have wanted Nick to come along on this particular quest.
Go ahead, detective.
It is me, Detective Grit. That, really rolls off the tongue nicely. Sure. Vault 118.
Well, it's about time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents, and they're very worried.
Okay. Ask for money. Right off the bat, ask for money. Well, if Longfellow was with me, maybe. But Nick doesn't really like that.
What happened? Who died?
It's Mr. Parker, the primary owner and financier for the hotel. This is just a disaster.
I'm sorry.
They're at the crime scene again.
Sounds like trouble.
Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me, detective.
I shall return to my workstation and allow you to take things from here.
Okay. I don't know if the concierge was maybe supposed to say something there and didn't. A little confusing. What?
What do you think you're doing? This is a crime scene.
Do you not see the glory of the scene? The artistry?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Ezra, you have outdone yourself. This is your finest work. There is more emotion in his death than most have had in their entire lives.
Our friend is dead, Mr. Avita. Have you no respect?
How are we doing on the hunt for
I'm
Eddie's
just saying that
tapes?
at least they had the decency to make a spectacle of it. There is nothing worse
Please,
than
if
a
I
work
may.
death.
That's what
I
this
could
is to
just
you?
have your attention.
You're sick.
I'm sorry for shouting, but the detective has arrived and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene and had a chance to come speak with you.
What on earth? Is this a robot murder mystery?
When you're ready, we can discuss your findings.
Protect and
You asked
serve.
me to question the residents, but their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I would avoid accusations.
This is a robot murder mystery. Oh my god.
Nothing to say on the subject?
What, the tapes? You just told me. We haven't went anywhere.
Go on. Anything I can help with?
I can't help you right now.
Your thoughts?
How many folks you think could fit in one of these?
Like, really?
Your thoughts?
It's nice to feel like we're really making a difference out here.
That's all.
Well, all right.
God, now that we discussed the Eddie Winter holotapes, that's all that Valentine's ever going to want to talk about. Hey, what do you think about those things? All right, so there's blood.
Is this blood?
That seems a little odd, right? Like, these are robots. Brain containment.
Looks like the brain enclosure was smashed.
I guess blood could come out of that. Also, he's wearing a tie. This is a robot murder mystery. And it's just very, very bizarre to me. But whatever. Alright, so can I check the other blood? Oh, there's a baseball bat. Fence buster.
Hell yeah.
Ignores 30% of the target's damage and energy resistance. Okay.
Baseball bat. Huh. What is this doing here?
Alright, I guess I could discuss the findings with Maxwell.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Your residents are robots.
Not robots, Detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is robo-brain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis. Was there anything else?
Oh, well, that makes a little more sense, I guess.
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
I found the murder weapon.
Oh no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died, and then who had the means and motive to kill him. Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, we have to solve a murder mystery. That's wild. So the things we know so far is that there's one guy. How would I even investigate Keith McKinney? So McKinney had a bat for a movie? All right, let's just talk to some people and see what we can learn.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Okay, so you're not very helpful. What about, this is just laying over here. I'm just gonna walk around and see if we can find some of these, not necessarily robots, but kind of robots. Who are you? You don't talk. Okay, that's fine. Is there anything else in here? No. No, it doesn't look like there's anything of interest. Alright, well, noted. And in here, there's a few people floating around here.
Protect.
Concierge again. Okay, and another Protectron guard. There are some rooms here.
Why should do it, Mom? He deserved better than that.
You think I'm stupid? I saw the way he looked at you. You gonna tell me that's nothing?
It wasn't like that. We were friends. He helped me out of a tight spot or two is all.
I couldn't stand by like some pasty-faced Percy while he put the moves on my best girl.
But now the law is on our tail. What are we going to do?
Come away with me. Let's leave this dark hole of a city behind. We can be in Buenos Aires by tomorrow.
Oh, I want to believe you, I do, but they'll never let us go.
And we'll make our stand here. I've got a gun for each of us.
No. The line is, then we'll make our stand here. Two lovers together with a bullet for each of them.
God. Why can't I ever get that line? Forget it. I can't do this right now.
Fine. I'm going to the beach.
So they are reciting a play or something like that. Excuse me.
Well now, if it isn't the brave detective. I haven't seen someone with a body like that in far, far too long.
You're not so bad yourself.
You should have seen me before all this. Red hair that was the envy of every girl and legs for days, darling. I'm sure you'd rather hear some of my stories from the silver screen rather than talk about that nasty murder business.
I must say, you're quite the actress.
What can I say? It just comes naturally. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
Have you ever done radio? Your voice is quite enchanting.
Well, darling, play your cards right and maybe I'll whisper some sweet nothings in your ear. Care to hear some of my stories, detective?
I must say, I've known flesh and blood girls who aren't half the woman you are.
Keep it up, Tiger, and we'll find out if you can handle how much woman I am.
Oh, God.
Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
Oh, man. Is it bad that the first thought I had was, how would that work? Screw it. I'm doing it. Let's have a new experience, shall we?
Why don't we grab a bottle of wine and go watch the sunset?
Sounds good, detective.
Oh my God, what? Oh my God. I think I just had sex with a robot.
That was great, detective, but we probably shouldn't make a habit of this. Catch you later, Tiger.
Oh my God. I don't know how it worked. And I don't want fan art of it. But I think I just had sex with a robot. Woo! It's very steamy in here. Oh, I can't even have your cigarettes? I never questioned you. And probably should at some point. Nick, did you see any of that?
Hey.
What's the plan?
No, you didn't. Perfect. Where did she go? Where did she go? You're Keith, right?
Hello, detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
It's obviously Santiago. He keeps going back to look at the crime scene.
I found your baseball bat at the crime scene. Care to explain how it got there?
Someone is clearly trying to frame me for the murder. It's probably Santiago. You saw him skulking around the crime scene.
What were you and Gilda talking about when I walked in?
Oh, we were just rehearsing a scene. Nothing to worry about.
Never mind.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
Hey, you mind keeping an eye out for a second? Gotta run a diagnostic.
You run your diagnostic.
Thanks. What'd they miss?
Let's see here. Oh, this is cool. So this is another room. Big master alarm clock. Gonna keep walking around. See what else I can find. This is the room I was in. This is the room I was in. I don't know where Gilda went. I need to, like, actually question her. I don't know if I would make a good detective. Be like, alright, I really need to question this suspect. A few hours later. Whoa, alright, that was great. Wait, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, I was supposed to question you. Let's see, anybody in here? For your overseer, study hard. For America. Anything in here? No. Sometimes these little machines will have monitors on them. And then you can check them for the terminal stuff. But everything is stealing. I'm not here to steal. I'm here to be a great detective, darn it. And a great detective I shall be. One of the problems is this place is kind of large. I want to make sure I don't forget anything or miss anything. This is cool. Look at this. It's like a museum, a history room. A shovel. Wow. That's kind of neat. A pirate hat. I can open the display case and reveal the skulls. There's nothing really of interest or value here. It's just random crap. Anything here? It's a cool looking helmet, but I think like raiders have that, so it's pretty new. Oh, That's interesting. Am I allowed to open that? I don't know. It says it's not red. Huh. Just gonna quick save. Don't want to get accused for anything. Let me open this up. I don't know if this is not allowed or not.
That's it.
I think that's fine. Chinese officer sword, revolutionary. Okay, so it's not even anything special. Alright. Just thought I'd look. You don't mind, right? And you're the concierge? You're the concierge. Alright, there's a little more to investigate over here. There's another door. Let's open that up. Just a normal book. Vault 118 Overseer's Key.
Nice.
Could come in handy. Apparently we can take the stuff in this room. That's odd. I think it's because it doesn't belong to anyone in particular. Which is fine. I guess I'll take it then. Go for pocket watch, alarm clock. Yeah, nothing of value in here. Alright. Let's go back out and continue looking for those robots. Can go upstairs. There's probably some people up here. I do not know where Gilda went. Another concierge. None of them can communicate. Is there nothing upstairs? Oh wait, no, there's a door. Oh, thank God for that. Another concierge. This place is really cool. This is a really, really neat place. Don't know if we'll be allowed to, like, chill out here forever. But it is really cool. Alright, does this lead, okay, to a balcony area? With another 2 doors around the side. God, I hope I don't miss anything. That's where that comes up. Am I allowed to go in here? Once again, quick save in case I'm not. But I think I am. So I get to go into the Overseer's room. I have a feeling no one's been up here in a while. Not interested in stealing from these people, but it was allowed. You know, I was allowed to come up here and look, so I figured why the heck not. I'll go over there in a minute. Does this terminal still function? Thank God. Alright, let's check this out. Let's see. Vault 118 Overseer Instructions. We can learn more about this. Confidential, confidential, confidential. Designed to test the social interactions between the working class and ultra-wealthy when under confined conditions. Working in conjunction with the staff from the Cliff's Edge Hotel, this vault shall function as a luxury hotel to attract the necessary testing subjects. Upon beginning the test, additional subjects shall be admitted from the local population into a second, much inferior wing of the vault. Oh. Protocol manual. Resident admittance. Prior to experiment activation, Vault 118 shall function as an ultra-elite hotel to attract test subjects of appropriate wealth and status. This shall be operated as clandestine area of the hotel to ensure that individuals drawn to privilege and exclusivity are present. Upon activation notice from Vault Tech, the secondary wing of the vault shall be made open to the public and selected from the local working class population. These subjects are to be taken through the exclusive areas of the vault on entry, but thereafter confined to cramped second wing. Once residents have been admitted, the vault is to be sealed until test results can be determined. Preferential treatment. Alright, Group A, Ultra Elite. This subject group, not to number more than 10, shall have their every desire tended to by robotic staff, to the extent that is possible. They are considered to be above all legal restrictions when interacting with Test Group B, which is the working class. This subject group shall begin numbering 300 and shall be restricted to the second wing of the vault. Measures should be taken to ensure that living conditions are uncomfortable and cramped. Food and other rations are to be extremely limited, and any breach of rules are to be judged by Test Group A and enacted by robotic staff members. Staff duties and security. Due to the potential for extreme social interactions, Vault-Tec staff shall be restricted to the Overseer and key research members. All other security services and maintenance positions shall be filled by robotic staff to ensure safety and test compliance. So that's horrifying. Overseer's log. Change of testing parameters. This is completely unheard of. One of the subjects from testing Group A is apparently a researcher for General Atomics on some sort of advanced robotics program. He and his wife have convinced the other members of Group A that, with the international situation becoming tense once again, their best chance to outlast the war is to have their brains inserted into these robots. And they're doing this voluntarily. It's absolutely insane. I've tried to convince my superiors that this will completely discount the test results, but they seem more intrigued by the idea than appalled. The door wouldn't open. We received the activation notice from Vault-Tec to begin the test, despite the second wing still being incomplete. However, when I attempted to trigger the recruitment protocol for Test Group B, the system informed me that I had been locked out. Someone from Test Group A seems to have overridden the system to prevent the admittance of the local population of the island. They've been pounding on the door for days and there's nothing I can do. Oh, I can't take this. Oh god, it's been weeks now and I realized today that I've become the test subject. Instead of testing the social interactions between the locals and this group of rich assholes, it's just me trapped in here with them. They're going to live forever and I have to deal with them for the rest of my life. I can't take it. Wow. Wow. That is wild. Alright, give me this. So, they actually never even got to the second phase. There were never any other people here. It was just the rich assholes. That was it. That's very interesting. All right, so we got this tape. So let's certainly play this. Vault Overseer 118. Hopefully it's not text, because sometimes you can pick up these things and they're actually just text. All right. Vault 1 Overseer, okay, play.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
Sounds like Ezra was embezzling from his investors.
Investigate Julie. Ah, so that actually coming in here helped. Oh, interesting. We're learning. We're learning, and coming in here was definitely the right thing to do. There's a bunch of stuff to investigate. Good lord. Surprised there's not a gun somewhere. I'm sure he killed himself. I just don't see any evidence of that. Alright, well, back down we go. We still have a lot more robots to interrogate. Hello, friend.
Protect and serve.
You're just a concierge. It's, nothing behind me? No. Let's walk the little sky bridge here and see if we can find anything else. Maintenance. Okay, this is maintenance.
A lot of people out here could use a hand.
Yes, all of these rich robots need a hand. That goes back down. This probably heads where we need it to go. God, that's so big.
Over 200 years of life and then poof, gone. Tragic. Singularity.
This must be the artsy type. Let's see, is there anything else? No, just a lot of paint. Hey, pal, how's it going?
Well. If it isn't the long arm of the law. Tell me, are you a devotee of the arts? Does that cruel muse call you to her entrapping bosom?
Art is life. Without it, we are no different than animals.
Perhaps, if all we are is a sentience floating in a suit of flesh, or metal, I suppose, then art is the only true communion with the world. Come with me.
Sure. Sure. What have you made?
Tell me, what does this piece say to you?
It's about composition, the balance of colors and emotions, and the struggle to maintain internal order.
Indeed. This was the last piece I did in a series of portraits of Gilda. Number 1378. Her emotional landscape is superimposed on the portrait. The reality of the subject is distorted as the ego attempts to project itself. This way.
Oh my god, it's like I'm back in art school again. Now what?
Tell me, what does this one say to you?
It's the war. Bombs from every direction. No up or down. The world turned on its head.
I suppose in a way it must be. Art shapes the world, and the world shapes art in return. All art must therefore be constantly reborn through the lens of contextual and historic interpretation. We must ascend.
This is such a great mission. Like, when you think of Fallout, you think of a shooting game, right? And there's RPG elements, but Fallout 4 has gotten a bit of a bad rep for being mostly shooter. But then you get to missions like this, and it's just stellar.
And what about this one? And please be honest, for art without honesty is just politics.
It's a metaphor. A young creature grappling with ideas it doesn't possess the capability to understand.
Intriguing. The mind will superimpose meaning where none was intended. I had not considered it. Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course. This series has made more money than any of my serious works. And I take the whole thing as a lark. What does that tell you about the value of art to the common man, huh?
Santiago, that was truly riveting, but we should probably chat about the murder.
My fellow connoisseur of the arts, here to see my latest work.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
Tell me about yourself.
What is there to tell? I am one of the premier artists in the world. My work is primarily in oil paint, but I have been known to do sculpture or performance art as well.
I think you should explain why you keep returning to the crime scene.
It's for inspiration, detective. The others do not like to think about it, but even we shall die someday. Like Prometheus' torch, it kindles within me the fire to create as much art as I can with the time that I have.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Our Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de vivre from within her? I have never met another who clings to life so tenaciously, who lives so in the moment. I must admit I was quite smitten with her for a time.
You're still in love with Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am? What business is it of yours? She deserves someone who truly understands her ephemeral beauty, not that brute actor.
Never mind.
I wish there was an option to tell Santiago that I had sex with Gilda. Because his first question... Oh, wow, they even animated them, like, throwing paint up on the wall. Oh, my God. It's too great. I love it. I wonder... His first question would probably be, how? And then I would just say, I don't even know. A lot of paint here. If you ever needed paint for something in the game, certainly this is the place to get it. My God, now I'm downstairs on the other side? It's the problem. This place is so large. I could definitely see myself getting lost to the point of not knowing where I am and if I talk to everyone. And every time we talk to someone, it's like we get clues about someone else. Here's the showers. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that they don't get a whole lot of use anymore. Gilda? Wow, there is a beach.
Hey there, Tiger. Here for more stories about my acting career or something else?
Can you answer some questions?
Sure, darling. What did you need?
Apparently, Juliana had a big argument with Ezra a few days before he died. Did you happen to overhear any of the conversation?
Oh, yes. I haven't seen a woman go off like that since Teresa Dubois fired her costume designer. But to get back to your question, it was fever pitch, Detective. She had apparently gone to the overseer's office to check on the state of things and found it in horrible disrepair. But, and this is where it gets interesting, it sounded like she found something that really set her off. Couldn't hear what, though. Did you need something else?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Well, it is a bit strange how obsessed Santiago has been with the murder. I mean, he's always been a bit obsessive, though. He did a whole series of paintings of me, hundreds, said I was his muse. It was flattering for a while, but the man is a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
I found Keith's baseball bat at the scene of the murder. Any thoughts on how it got there?
I don't know, Detective. I can't really imagine Keith killing Ezra. Did you need something else?
I've gotten the impression you've had an affair with Santiago.
Look, I love Keith, I do. But sometimes he just can't give me the attention I need. A girl gets lonely, Detective. It only lasted a few dozen years. The man's a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
Don't worry, Gilda. I'm Polly and have 12 lovers back at Sanctuary.
What were you and Keith talking about when I came in?
Oh, that? We were rehearsing. Gotta stay sharp if we're going to rebuild Hollywood. But Keith always gets flustered when he's upset. Did you need something else?
Tell me about yourself.
My favorite subject. Simply put, darling, I'm the greatest actress in the world. When this international scuffle blows over, I shall return to the silver screen and lead the world to a new golden age of cinema. Did you need something else?
Holy crap, you actually believe that.
Never mind.
I'll be around, languishing from your inattention.
About that.
Hey there, Tiger. Here for more stories about my acting career, or something else?
All right.
I used to do musicals back when they were in fashion. The Beautiful Cigar Girl, Wagons on the Plain, A Woman of the Royal Navy. They were ever so much fun. Did you need something else?
Never mind.
I'll be around, languishing from your inattention.
Languishing. Huh. Are you another concierge? Concierge bots everywhere. Whenever she said that she was going to the beach, I was like, what?
Think anyone actually felt like they were at the beach in here? Yeah, me neither.
Huh. Kind of wonder if something's down there, but I sort of doubt it. Alright, let's wander out of the showers here. No, that's stealing. Undamaged Abraxo cleaner. If we've ever even seen that before. Let's see, we've been in there. Santiago lives over here on the right. This is something new. What the... Oh, yeah, a radiation thing. What we got?
Hello, Mr. Whiskers. Who's a pretty kid?
Oh my god, they got a cat down here.
Yeah, Mr. Whiskers died last month. This is Scruffy. Remember?
Oh, of course. Silly me.
Just let me have a look at the neural interface matrix, and I'm sure I can clear that.
No, it's not that. I've just caught another cold. Probably something that got in when they sent Pearl out.
Oh, God. Not this again. Last month you were convinced you had the measles.
You're not a doctor. What would you even know about it? Besides, I think it may be malaria.
First of all, I am a doctor.
Yes, but not
Tell me
a
we
real
don't need to
doctor.
find something in
Robotics
here,
isn't
because
an
that may
actual
take a
medical
while.
degree.
Secondly, I've told you time and again, you can't get sick inside the suit. It's not physically possible.
I know when I'm getting sick, Bert. Now why don't you just wander off and play in your lab? Mr. Scruffy and I are going to rewrite the will, so he will get everything when I die because horrible Bert didn't believe me.
Oh, God, Juliana. Whatever. I'm going to the lab. Hello again. Did you need something?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Oh, well, That's not really my field of expertise, but I'm sure there are probably some clues at the crime scene. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm a scientist. You've probably met my wife, Juliana, already. Not sure what else to say, really. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Tell me about your research.
Well, I was one of the leads on the team that created the first robo-brains, the precursors to our model. Most people don't find it all that interesting, and I'd rather not bore you. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
Oh, wonderful. No one else here really wants to talk about it. Functionally, this model is more or less the same as the previous versions I worked on, but without the neural inhibitor and the reconditioning. The voice modulator seems to have some minor issues interfacing with the neural matrix, which can add some moodiness. But that's easily solved with regular tune-ups. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
I'm afraid that's really all I should say about it. I mean, it is still classified, but I wanted to help with the investigation. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
I heard that Juliana and Ezra had an argument a few days before he was found dead. Tell me about that.
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research. I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Robo-brains have a voice modulator. Tell me about that.
That's what allows us to recreate our original voices. They can mimic any normal human voice, actually. I've speculated for some time that the issues we had with our recruited subjects is due to the brain attempting to preserve a sense of self. Maintaining our original voices helps reinforce the neural network, sort of like playing music for an Alzheimer patient. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Never mind.
Very well, I'll just get back to my work then.
Very interesting. And where did your, wife go? There you are, hiding in the corner.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
I heard you had a big fight with Ezra a few days ago. Care to explain?
Oh, well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
I found some evidence that Ezra was embezzling from you and the other investors.
Oh, well, I really don't believe that. Mr. Parker wouldn't do such a thing, I'm sure.
What's with all the junk in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to the mansion.
Uh-huh.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
And there's a kitty cat. Where'd the kitty cat go? There's the kitty cat. Hi, bud. Huh. Have we talked to everyone? Maybe? I think so? Possibly? The question is now, who did it? And that's why I've let this episode run long. I thought it'd be fun if we included you guys in the murder mystery. Now, you know, don't go look it up, or if you know, then don't spoil it. But for everyone else who is in the dark like I am, discuss it in the comments, and maybe we can come up with a group solution and deal with this next episode. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Now, I'm pretty sure I talked to everyone, and it looks like only a few of the people can be accused. It looks like Juliana, I think Keith was. Could Santiago also be accused? Maybe?
My fellow connoisseur of the art, here to see my latest work.
Actually, no.
Never mind.
It looks, from what I can tell, it looks like you can only accuse Juliana or Keith. I think, maybe. I'm not sure if that's, correct or not, but that's kind of what it looks like. I haven't seen everything here, though. That goes upstairs. Let's go in here, shall we? Trying to make sure we see everything. These are just the normal Protectrons. I think we may have talked to everyone. I don't want to end the episode before we do that, because I want to give everyone as much information as possible. That's the exit zone. Oh, you're Pearl.
Hello, Detective. Did you need something? Looking for a gift to bring back to that special someone?
Did you have any thoughts on the case?
I'm afraid not, Detective. We're really at a loss, which is why I was sent to find you. Need to restock on hunting or fishing supplies?
What have you got?
Keepsakes, hunting equipment, and a variety of small personal items. Forgot a personal item at home.
I'll take a look, sure.
Let me know if you find something you like.
Yeah, QSO ammo and guns. The Dapper Gent reduces damage from robots by 15%. Oh, that's cute. That's very, very funny. Vodka wine, request for detective. Oh, obviously that's what they wanted. And then just a bunch of junk. And that's clever and funny. Alright, watch out, Nick. Or just stand in the way forever. That's fine too. Alright, I think we talked to everyone? You're Keith, right?
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
No, not really.
Never mind.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
Alright. I think, I'm pretty sure that I spoke to everyone. I'm just gonna go double check with Maxwell and see if there's any other things that I may have possibly missed. Classroom. Oh, you're Burt Riggs. Alright, let me just talk to Maxwell quick, and then I think I'll go ahead and end the episode. I think we've talked to everyone that needed to be talked to.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Never mind.
I'll be here should you need me.
Alright, folks, it is your job. Once again, do not spoil this. Do not look it up, or if you know, don't spoil it in the comments. But for everyone else, speculate together, using the information that we know, who did it. It sounds like the only two that we can possibly accuse are Keith or Juliana, and I'm not exactly sure who did it, but maybe with your help we can figure it out. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time for more Stephen Plays Fallout 4.